This tutorial will teach you how to set up a live streaming camera in your game that will project onto an in-game monitor. As you can see, I have a monitor over here and a video camera over here. This camera is just a static mesh. It's just what will appear as the camera in your game. We actually need to set up some actor classes in order to get the effect we're looking for. To start out with, go into your content browser. Under actor classes, uncategorized, find the Scene Capture 2D Actor. Right click in your screen and add that actor here. Now whatever this camera is pointing at is what is going to appear on the screen, so let's turn that around so we're not just staring at a brick wall. And I'm actually going to try and line this up with my camera as well. That's about right. Okay, back in your content browser, we need to first start out with making the texture. And to do this, we need to create a new texture render target 2D. We will name this Cam 1. And change the X and Y size to 1024. This basically creates the quality of your video. If you want it to be lower quality, then you can leave it at the 256 or play with the numbers how you see fit. Alright, with that selected, we need to go back out to our scene, click on our camera, hit F4 to bring up its properties. Under texture target, right here at the top, go ahead and just click on that arrow. Now this is looking for the texture, not a material, so make sure that you use that texture target 2D. And close that for now. Let's go back into our content browser. And we need to create a new material now. Just a regular material. We'll also name this Cam 1. And first things first, we'll bring in that texture sample. That up here. Go ahead and add that same texture. To our texture sample now. Now most video camera screens for security are in black and white, so I like to bring in the desaturation. And bring in a constant. Now you don't have to do this, I prefer to do this because I prefer them to be in black and white. If you want them to be in color, then you just don't bring in the desaturation and the constant. Now with the constant selected, change the R value to 1. This creates the black and white effect. And we're going to connect our constant to the percent on the desaturation. And then connect our texture sample to the top. Now you can plug this into diffuse and it will work, but because it is a TV screen, I want it to kind of pop, so I'm going to plug it into the emissive instead. Okay, and that is it for setting up the material. The last thing we need to do is add that material to our monitor. So bring up the properties of the monitor, highlight that material, as that. Okay, now come back out to your scene, click on the camera once again, click F4. We need to change a couple things in here before we can actually get it to work properly. First of all is the max update distance, change that to 500. Also max streaming update distance, change that to 500. If you don't do this, you might get a static image once you're in game. Another thing that you might want to play with is the far plane distance. I'm going to leave it at 500 because it's a security camera. The closer you want the image, the smaller the number. But for now, we're going to leave that at 500. Now, if I move this camera around and you look at the monitor, you can see it is updating now. And it is simple as that.